Good morning, students of standard 11. Today we are going to study topic angiosperm from chapter 3, plant kingdom. Angiosperm are the group of plants whose seeds are covered with seed coat. So students, angiosperms are actually a collection of plants, the seeds of which are generally covered with seed coat. So students, if you concentrate on this picture, you will be able to notice that there is presence of seed, and the seeds are covered with a protective outermost cover which is called as seed coat. Students, here you can also see the seed coat which is covering the seed. Students, you can find the endosperm and the embryo which remains present in the seed. Students, endosperm actually is the food laden tissue which nourishes the seed, and embryo further gives rise to a new miniature plantlet. The stem is branched and there is presence of vascular bundle in it. So students, one of the most important feature of angiosperm is that the stem is branched and there is presence of vascular bundle. Students, vascular bundle actually mean xylem and phloem. So students, xylem and phloem taken collectively is called as vascular bundle. Students, you can notice here in this picture the plant stem which you can see here is branched. Students, you can see the branching. And in the center of the stem we can find the xylem and phloem. Since xylem conducts sap, that is the water and minerals present in the soil, whereas phloem, which is the part of vascular bundle, conducts starch. So students, xylem conducts sap and phloem conducts starch. It produces flower and fruits. So students, the most identifying feature of angiosperm is that it produces flower and fruits. Students, these two features are completely absent in the Thallophyta, Bryophyta and even Pteridophyta. So students, flower and fruits generally remains present in the angiosperms. Now students, here in this picture, if you will concentrate, then you can find that there is presence of fruits and even there is presence of flowers. So students, these two are the identifying features of angiosperm because they completely remain absent in the lower plants. Students, here also you can find the primary root, which is the taproot and which is quite deeply penetrated. So students, deeply penetrated, that means entering quite deep inside the soil, and this property is totally absent in the fibrous root, which is present in the gymnosperm and the monocot of the angiospermic plant. The roots are either tap or fibrous. Students, the roots of the angiospermic plants can be either taproot or can be fibrous root. Students, here you can notice taproot, where the main root is quite fleshy and even quite deeply penetrated. Whereas students, here you can notice that the main root is totally absent. Students, here you can notice that the main root is absent, and even the root is not quite deeply penetrated inside the soil. Students, here you can notice that all the roots and rootlets are appearing of the same diameter, but here you can clearly identify that the central root or the main root is quite fleshy than the other miniature rootlets. Students, taproot remains present in the dicot and fibrous root generally remains present in the monocot. And students, we know that monocot and dicot both are the examples of angiosperm. Students, now let us discuss important question. What are various types of angiosperm? Students, various types of angiosperms are monocot and dicot. Students, here you can notice monocot and dicot are the two types of angiosperms. So students, we can say that the angiosperm is divided into monocot and dicot. Students, in the monocot we can notice that there is a single cotyledon, whereas in the dicot we can find that there is two cotyledon. Students, in the monocot we can find the parallel veins or the parallel venation, whereas in the dicot we can find the reticulate venation. Students, here you can find that the vascular bundle are scattered, whereas here the vascular bundle is present in separate sphericals, which is the outermost spherical forms the phloem, whereas the innermost forms the xylem. Students, if you notice here, then you can also find that the flower here is having 5 petals. So the flower which remains present in the monocot is generally trimerous. So students, generally trimerous flowers remains present in the monocot, whereas in the dicot pentamerous flowers remains present. Thank you students.